Yeah, I mean, I think this is a really good example of a big team win. Starting this afternoon, getting the news that Ahmed has to get dropped out. I don't know who noticed, but then Patrick Yazbek is sick. He has to leave in the middle, right at halftime. And a lot of guys' numbers were called tonight, like we talked about their first time, and made big contributions. So I think when we talk about team wins, getting off to the best start in club history, it's a really nice. I would say this game embodies what we're trying to build, and to earn the best start in club history with this way and the contributions from a lot of guys across the team is a really rewarding feeling for the group.
Thanks, Coach. We'll start with
BJ, I'm curious. It felt like, I don't know if something changed at halftime, but it felt like you guys came out in the second half and were able to find more space, especially in the final third, and really start creating some more dangerous chances. Did you say anything at halftime or make any tweaks at halftime, or do you think it was just growing into the game?
I mean, I think for us it was Montreal's a really well coached team, and they present unique challenges, especially on the defensive side of the ball. It's very man oriented, so it's not something that you're used to. So it took us a little while to sort of, I think, figure out, how much time we were going to have on the ball, where the spaces were going to be, and getting our positioning right. We were able to make a small change at halftime where I think, we were able to put one player deep and build and move another player high with Gaston sort of up underneath the forwards with Honey, knowing that we were probably going to have to play a little bit more direct and trying to get some support underneath there, also potentially drag players away to give us a little bit more time in the build-up. And I thought that was, Eddie and Gaston were able to get on the ball a little bit more. And then you could see, I think the goal from Alex is kind of what you have to do versus the man-to-man is create a combination between two people and get on the right side of your defender. And, we're able to play the ball into Sam. Sam flicks it around the corner to Alex, and he's able to get in. So really a credit to the guys to just sticking with it. It's not easy, but not getting frustrated and really sticking with each other and sticking to and believing that we can get it.
we'll go to Jacob, then Valera and Claudio.
BJ, I guess with tonight's second goal, Josh Bauer hitting it off a set piece, I was kind of wondering how you would evaluate the team's performance off of set pieces, corner kicks over the first 5 games of the season.
Yeah, I would say we're really happy with where we're going. I mean, obviously, you want more goals from set pieces, but when you look at sort of the underlying numbers to first contacts and sort of things that we're able to create, it's a huge emphasis that we've put on the team. Assistant coach John Bayo on the attacking side, Danny Sapero on the defending side have gone to great, depth into what we're trying to, into what we're doing each week. And tonight you get rewarded as a team with a set piece goal. But I think we've had a lot of really good opportunities. Even you can see even one of the last plays of the game with Walker on the back post. So it's an area that we think is a strength of ours due to our personnel, and it's an area that we put a lot of focus on.
I know the goals are the most important thing, but if you just look outside of the goals, the performance, what is your evaluation of the performance? And from my end, it didn't look like you played your best soccer this season, but you still got the wins. How important is that?
Yeah, goals are important. Shutouts are also important, and to have that combination of both shows again the team performance. When we talk about if we're for us, the challenge is that it's being man to man. It's always going to be difficult. The game is going to be difficult to sort of create long passages of play and long build up sequences. It's about winning your individual battle, winning your individual duel, and kind of working in twos and threes. So for us, I thought we found moments to do that. Once we were able to open it up and get that first goal, we got on the ball more. So again, I'm just really, really proud of the group, really proud of the players that, next man up mentality get kind of step up. And, a couple of them haven't played even near 90 minutes and go out and play 90 minutes. So it shows the work that they're putting in each week that, maybe goes a little unnoticed until they come out here in front of the great fans at Geodis. But, just a tremendous effort across the board from everybody in the group.
BJ, you just mentioned some of it, but 3-0 game, third win in a row, 2 at home, all of that. How do you tell about? I mean, I want you to answer about Brogman, Bauer, Jonathan Perez coming in after not having just about any minutes, some of them. play almost all of them 90 minutes in great shape. How do you feel as a coach when you see stuff like that happening, and that you get 3 guys that are your starters for three or 4 games, and then you bring 3 new guys and you get this kind of performance?
Yeah, I mean, this is the environment that we're creating, and I think it's just a great testament to the professionalism of those 3 players that you mentioned. Is they don't know when their number is going to get called. Johnny found out at 5:45 this evening that he's starting and playing. So, just a tremendous level of professionalism the whole group has. They're always prepared, and just the way that they prepare daily for when your opportunity comes, and you saw guys make the most of their opportunity and make big contributions to all of these team firsts, the things that we're talking about. Everyone's playing a big role in that.
How would you evaluate Gaston's performance in his first start with the club, and how crucial is he to helping shape the way your team wants to play moving forward?
Yeah, I thought it took a little bit for Gaston to get his legs underneath of him, and then I think you saw the quality kind of come out. He's able to control the tempo. He's very comfortable under pressure, and his ability to attract the pressure and attract the opponent, especially in sort of the way that they were defending, open space and time for others. And so so I think once he got his legs kind of underneath him and got up to the speed of the game, he makes a good impact. And then not to discount some of the defensive work he does. He's not maybe a player that puts in really, powerful tackles, but he's very skilled at poking the ball away and basically, I would say, disrupting the opponent, blocking passes. So again, another player who's embodying this everybody attacks, everybody defends mentality, and he's going to be an important piece, just like, all of the other guys that have been called on, and there's going to be more guys that are going to be called on as the season goes on.
One more. BJ, you kind of already mentioned it about the importance of guys like Gaston Brugman, Jonathan Perez, but I guess when it comes to quality minutes with those type of guys throughout the season, how important that is for the rest of the season, that is?
Yeah, you want the experience underneath your, in your legs and in the mind. You want to feel the pressure. You want to feel the fatigue. All of those things that go into a game. And so, all of these little experiences, all of these little firsts that we're having, are just things to continue to build on. We've got a long season ahead of us. A lot of people are going to be asked to contribute. And again, all of these little moments that we're having are just going to continue to give us a stronger, deeper team as we push through the coming months.
Someone go over there. Ben, last question.
We've talked a lot about just kind of goal scoring and improved attacking performances, but just 3 goals allowed so far this year. Nashville's kind of always been known for being a defensively solid team. Just how pleased are you with that side of the game?
Yeah, really pleased. I mean, I think it is part of the identity that's here, and it's something that's really good. It's really strong, and it's something that we want to continue to build upon, and being able to do it in different ways, whether it's sitting in the mid block, stepping up and high pressing, just being adaptable in the way that we build pressure and the way that we try to force balls in certain areas, and at the end of it, it's just having individual defending. I mean, you see a big play towards maybe the middle of the second half where they kind of get in on the our right side down there, left side, and Josh comes across, slides, and then who's making a block is Johnny down inside the penalty box. So again, there's the tactical side of both attacking and defending, and then there's just the individual commitment. And what you see there is what we're seeing tonight and what we've seen over the last couple of weeks is just a lot of guys just committed to both sides of the ball, and they're being rewarded for it.